Hi, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. I invited a guest for this week's podcast. You might recognize her. It's our Cantor, Magda Fishman. And the reason I asked Magda to sit with me is because this week we're reading Parashat Emor, and Emor begins with instructions that God tells Moses to give to the priests. These are instructions that have to do with their responsibilities and also has to do with the limitations of what it is that they do too. The Cantor and I understand our responsibility more than just as a performative thing, but rather in terms of what we have to bring to a congregation and what it is that we're bringing from the past, or what we're bringing from above, or what we're bringing, whatever. So, tell me, how do you view your work?
I view it as a teamwork, that each one of us has a responsibility, and we all take part in caring for people, caring for our tradition, caring for what we bring, what we teach. But together, when we collaborate and we think about things together, it just makes it more powerful. I think about my work of holy work of bringing people together through music and bringing people towards God and holiness. For me, it's like through music and through connections and talking to people, understanding them, listening to them, working with you, working with our staff, with our team, with our clergy team. So I see it's all about people. So we have instructions, but it's what we actually do about it. And I think each one of us has a role. And I mean, it's so obvious, but it's not, right? And
Right.
together we make it happen. We're building a holy temple, like
Yeah.
a holy place.
I've often heard people who have come back from, let's say, black churches, Baptist churches, and they talk about the power of the song and the power of choir and how moved they are, even though they don't necessarily agree with its theology or the message. It's just they're moved by the music. And then I think about the fact that our worship service, which contains, study, reading of scripture, a sermon, as well as recitation of prayer and music, is one that's both to engage the head and the heart. And I think in many ways, I'm responsible for the head, you're responsible for the heart, but I think it goes beyond that. I think there's a crossover, there's a crossover between both of them that comes out.
Yeah, I hear it also like in conversations that we have with each other, and how it comes in our work after.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's brainstorming together, or we just talked about subjects in our life or in the world, and then how it comes through our work, like in your sermons or in my singing, or how it impacts, like when I listen to what you tell me, you observe in the community, and I take it in, and I change maybe a moment or a melody, or I watch people, how they react, and how can we bring them more closer together or to the music. And so
Yeah. Let's make it really clear. I really love working with this Cantor, and she knows it. And for myself, I've been a rabbi for 42 years now, and I love music. I love rhythm. I love what music brings to all of this. So it's inspirational. So we both have a favorite piece of music. That's the music is taken actually from the church, and but it's used in a Hebrew context. V'asuli mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham. That's from. Can you name the parsha?
You're the rabbi.
They shall make for me a mikdash, a holy place, and I will dwell within them. And so it has to do with the mikdash being both the physical space we sit in, and also God residing within us. You want to sing it before we close?
Yeah.
Okay.
ועשו לי מקדש ושכנתי בתוכם, ואנחנו נברך יה מעתה ועד עולם. Rabbi, join me. Yai nai nai nai. Yai nai 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 dai. Yai nai nai dai. Yai nai nai dai dai. Yai nai nai dai. Yai nai nai dai dai.
Yai dai dai dai. Yai dai dai dai. Shabbat shalom. I'll see you in Shul.
Shabbat shalom.
Okay.